Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining in to discuss how High Performance Installation Professionals is partnering with Job Corps in 2017 and 18 to offer the primary certification for the installation industry. We're here this morning to discuss who we are as an organization, what we're offering, why it matters, who can benefit from this certification, how to achieve the certification, what is the cost of earning the certification through Job Corps, and what steps you need to take to become a provider offering this certification. So HPIP, High Performance Installation Professionals, has been in the industry serving contractors for nearly 30 years. And a couple of years ago, we shifted our focus to helping provide a certification, a unified impartial certification for the industry to bring the fragmented industry together in one way of recognizing well-trained contractors. In the process, we've developed a robust training program that is also useful in bringing new folks into the workforce, as there is a huge labor shortage nationwide in this emerging industry. One of our goals is to strengthen the existing high-performance contractors that are out there. A secondary and equally important goal is to bring more labor into the workforce to keep those companies growing and strong. We are supported and led by some of these strong, well-trained contractors, and also supported by manufacturers, distributors, and associate partners in the industry. We partner also with other nonprofits in accrediting their good coursework to support our training efforts as well. We've got a certification program here that recognizes several levels of learning, from entry level to intermediate and advanced. This enables us to offer courses to Job Corps that will meet the needs of folks or students, young people who've never been around construction, have never been involved in insulation or weatherization, all the way up to people who are seasoned professionals. We've got course content that can teach a little something to everybody, and also a variety of ways that people can earn this certification. We'll focus today on certifying through Job Corps, since that is your primary interest in being on this webinar. Our entry-level certification is what I was just mentioning, the most used by Job Corps locations, and the real introduction to insulation that a potential employee might need to score well in an interview or receive placement with an insulation company. All across the United States, we hear every day that companies cannot find enough workers, that there's just such a labor shortage. And this entry-level certification is useful to help bring them new employees, as well as existing contractors using it to train in their own, everyone from office staff to estimating folks and people in the warehouse to installers who are doing these systems every day. So this entry-level certification that is most widely used by Job Corps for entry-level people consists of 3 modules. Module 1 on energy movement concepts, Module 2, the language of this industry, the terms and concepts that are commonly used, and Module 3, why high-performance systems matter. There's also an exam that covers all 3 of those modules, and the passing score mark is typically 75 to 80%, and Job Corps offices through our platform are able to enroll students in these modules, distribute the exam to them, and track their progress. They can also see where students are having a hard time, what questions are commonly missed, and instructors are then able to go back and review that coursework with the students. You can see that in the description here, what exactly the entry-level course covers: thermal and air barriers, air leakage, the importance of air sealing, moisture problems, information on air ducts affecting pressure balances. All of these things may be concepts that someone just coming into the industry has never heard before. So we start at a very, very basic level that might seem boring to an advanced professional, but would all be brand new technical and scientific information to a new student. Just a recap here on the entry-level certification and the current use in the last 30 days by different Job Corps offices. We can see here North Texas Job Corps using this course quite a bit. West Virginia has got 41 students enrolled right now. We then have some generic modules that have been set out to different Job Corps offices in Nebraska and South Dakota. You can see here Pittsburgh Job Corps, who was our very first location utilizing our program, has got 12 students enrolled at the moment, but they have certainly put through countless students over the past 2 years. This is the number of students currently enrolled. And then through our platform, Job Corps offices, and as well as we can see which individuals are using the courses actively, who's taking which courses and is most active in the system. We see here Isaiah Truesdale currently using 7 different courses, which is much more than required for entry-level certification. This is just to demonstrate to you the reporting capabilities our system's got. The reason we're doing this is because the installation industry recognizes the need for training and education, but it's a very fragmented industry with numerous nonprofits and training entities offering a lot of good, solid education, live events, online events, conventions, and there just has not been until now a unified way to recognize all of that good training under one umbrella of certification. From a national nonprofit, which is what we are, deemed 501c3 just recently, which places us perfectly to be the certifying body for the industry to pull together all of these great resources about all of the great products and companies out there into one recognizable certification. This is important because at the moment, up until now, there has not been a way for a homeowner, a builder, or the general public to really know when someone is a certified insulation professional as opposed to someone who runs around with no training and education. This is a way for contractors to be recognized for the education they've earned. As I just mentioned, we're doing this for insulation contractors as a whole so that they can promote the certification and training they've earned, and also to use our platform and our tools to train incoming employees. We also offer this certification to folks, for example, through Job Corps, job seekers, people looking for a career path, as a certificate to show their level of knowledge so that they're more easily placed with a company. This can be their gateway into the emerging trade that, as I said, is experiencing a huge labor shortage at the moment. We're also doing this for training organizations, the many nonprofits that are currently providing training about and around insulation to recognize their efforts, government agencies working to bolster the insulation workforce like Job Corps, product and component providers who can, through coursework in our platform, provide information on how to best use their systems and give updates on what products and technology are new to the industry, and manufacturers who have a huge stake in seeing, the labor force and contractors survive and thrive. They are the ones who produce and manufacture the high-tech products that are now used in the insulation industry, very different from what used to be decades ago. This is a very technical industry with high-tech products, and the manufacturers are the ones that keep rolling those new innovations out. We also are working with organizations who need a certification to refer to, such as a utility program working on rebates for home performance improvements, federal, state, and local agencies that need a way to identify a certified contractor. There are numerous ways to earn the high performance insulation certification, and there are basically two different types of certification. You can be part of or be a company who is certified, or you can earn certification on a more entry-level path as an individual. So covering first how it goes for contractors, there's a required 5 hours of initial core curriculum to be initially certified. And these are the basics that our technology and training committee feels every insulation contractor needs: basic knowledge on building science, air sealing, attics, walls, and floors. Once those 5 initial hours are earned, either through our online platform or another accredited course, a certified company needs to continually earn credits every year, so 10 CEUs each year, again, through our online library, which has got, I think, 57 courses and over 90 different modules that are all out there to earn CEUs on. And in this way, with the CEU system, a contractor can choose what is most relevant to their business and the products that they offer. So once the 5 core curriculum subjects are covered, a company then can customize their training to cover what they need and what their employees most need to learn about. They can do this through having all their employees log in and sign up into the online platform and take online courses and exams, which then, of course, the owner of the company can track everyone's progress and see how they're doing with their learning. Also, a lot of companies attend live events because then, in addition to the written coursework and classroom work, there is also job site and hands-on training, which is very valuable for crews. As an individual hoping to enter the workforce or already employed by a company wanting to bolster their individual knowledge, the online coursework and exams are a way to earn the entry level, intermediate level, or advanced level certification. Again, live and online coursework either needs to be hosted by HPIP or accredited by HPIP. So folks taking some good training through other nonprofits or agencies can have their coursework count as CEU credit toward their annual certification. The cost for insulation contractors, many of whom are members, so they can join HPIP as a member and receive all of these training benefits and certification for one annual fee of $450. But that's not critical. Membership is a good, effective, cost-effective way to remain certified and have all the training you need, at no additional cost. But non-members can also earn this certification as a company for $300. Often we will see sponsoring organizations such as maybe Owens Corning or Knopf Insulation sponsor a contractor who might be a good customer of theirs that could benefit from certification. So the cost is nothing for members. It is $300 for non-members. And again, the coursework can be earned through that live workshop, which includes a day of classroom and half a day of job site training. A second method is to receive access to the online learning platform, which again is free for members and all of their employees. Access to the learning platform for non-members is $300, which includes certification and exams. Another method of earning the certification is through outside accredited coursework. So if someone, for example, takes some courses relevant to the 5 core curriculum areas, they can submit proof of that to us, and if it's accredited coursework, that counts as renewing their earning and renewing their certification. The cost for this is nothing, of course, for members, and if a non-member has taken sufficient coursework through an outside source, a one-time fee each year of $300 keeps them renewed through outside training resources. The cost for individuals varies somewhat depending on how they're getting their training. Through Job Corps is currently the most cost-effective way for an individual to earn their certification. And again, the most commonly used coursework through Job Corps is the entry level that we covered a few minutes ago. The cost of this 3-module course, including the exam, is $99 per student. For that $99, the Job Corps location, of course, has their own team set up in the system. The student is assigned the modules, or the Job Corps instructor can teach the modules live. The student then takes the online exam, and we retain the records of their certification. So that's the deal through Job Corps that is currently most actively used. The same course cost can be used for intermediate coursework and even advanced coursework if there are Job Corps students that are that far along in their training. Another way an individual can be certified is at one of our workshops. And again, this is a full day of classroom learning with a half a day of job site work. And the individual must also go online and complete the related online exams, which gives us a way to track their attendance and history in training. This, as we mentioned before, is no cost for members or their employees. So if someone is working for a member company, they can come at no cost and no obligation. Non-members are welcome to attend these workshops at $300, and that includes their annual certification. Through our online learning platform, any individual can access the learning platform free as a member or an employee of a member company, or they can purchase courses at $100 each. To become certified online as a non-member, 3 courses need to be completed. So the cost of that at $100 per module or course brings a total cost of $300 using the online learning platform. Then renewal and CEUs can be completed each year to maintain certification annually. MOU partner, Memorandum of Understanding. We have agreements with different education providers, such as Consul, working in California with WISE to educate the California workforce to meet code requirements. There are deals put in place with these organizations where, for a reduced rate, folks can come in and complete the related online exams for whatever learning they've taken, whether it's through HPIP or one of these training partners. The cost is $200, and the contractor or trainee must, of course, recertify each year with continued CEUs. So to figure out how to put this program in place, as many other Job Corps offices have already done, you can contact us. Our phone number is 605-949-2427, or you can email me directly. It's Kristen Bennett here. I'm the Executive Director of HPIP. An email that will come straight to me is training@hpipros.org. And here you see a picture of some of our staff along with the West Virginia Job Corps folks who recently began offering our coursework. And then a little recap of what's happening with our coursework to date. 57 courses comprised of 90-plus individual modules, a total of 880 users as of today, 33 courses being used at the moment, with 658 students using those courses at the moment. So as you can see, the program is really beginning to take off and be recognized as filling the place for the unified certification the industry needs. And we're very happy to be partnered with Job Corps in this effort to feed labor into this struggling workforce issue for installation companies that just cannot find enough good help. We appreciate your partnership. In closing, I want to go through a couple of the online features and just show you what the online platform looks like. So as you can see here, there are very robust reporting capabilities that all Job Corps locations would have access to as you track the progress of your students as they go through the courses you've assigned to them. When you sign up with HPIP to be a provider as a Job Corps location, you're set up as a team. And on your team would be, we'll use for example here, North Texas Job Corps. In your team, there is, of course, team administrators. Those are the instructors and the administration folks who will help guide students through the coursework. And what North Texas likes to do is teach the coursework live in front of the classroom and then issue the exams to the students. Not all Job Corps locations manage it this way. Some assign the courses online to students so that they're taking the course online and the exam online without a live instructor, and that's acceptable as well. The student then earns a certificate when they've completed the exam, and that they can print and take home and frame and put on their wall. And then, of course, the instructor's tracking that progress every step of the way. So once you're set up as a learning center with us, you have all these tools at your disposal. And what I will just say is we're looking forward to working with all the Job Corps locations through 2018 to help you get this good insulation learning into the hands of the students. I encourage you to call us again at 605-949-2427 or training@hpipros.org for more information. Thank you.